Here we go. We are live again. Welcome back. Can somebody give me a thumbs up in the chat? Let me know that you can see and hear me. Brilliant. Thank you, John. Good to see you back. Now, in the last couple of sessions, I've shared with you the Confident Roadmap, which I'll just bring up again, actually, to remind you. So you should be able to see that now. And this Confident Roadmap will help you build and grow your business with clarity, control, and confidence, even in these uncertain times. And in yesterday's live, we talked about clarity and the need for getting really clear on what it is you're building, why you're building it, and what your business is meant to give you so that you can actually live the lifestyle that you want. And if you've done that exercise properly, you should now have a much clearer picture about where it is you want to go. The thing is, clarity on its own isn't enough. And the next question is, what's actually getting in the way, or what could get in the way? So today, I want to talk about obstacles. I'm just going to bring me back up again. Let me just, okay. By the way, if you want a copy of the map, just put map in the comments or DM me and I'll send it over to you. Plus, I can also send you a video giving you a quick overview of the whole map of each individual step and how it all sort of fits together and dovetails together. Okay, where were we? Yeah, obstacles. Obstacles is where a lot of people get stuck. It's not because they don't know what they want, but because something keeps stopping them from getting there. And the interesting thing is that most people don't struggle with obstacles, they struggle with how they think about obstacles. There is a quote by the late, great Peter Drucker, who was an awesome management consultant, and it's always stuck with me. The most serious mistakes are not being made as a result of the wrong answers. The truly dangerous thing is asking the wrong question. So I'll just slow that down. I'll say that once again, just make sure we've got it right. The most serious mistakes are not being made as a result of the wrong answers. The truly dangerous thing is the wrong question. Now, let that land for a second, because it means if you start off with asking the wrong question, you're always going to get the wrong answer. And this is where a lot of businesses go wrong. They make assumptions which result in them attempting to fix the symptom and not the problem. So let me think of an example of this. Let's just say you've got a business and sales are a bit stagnant. Now, what usually happens if sales are stagnant is someone might suggest, well, we need more leads. So we need a better or new marketing campaign. We need to run some ads. We need to improve the SEO. But here's the truth. Stagnant sales aren't the problem. They're a symptom of a deeper problem. So instead of reacting, we need to slow down. We need to let some air out of the tires. We need to take a step back and think in terms of cause and effect. Because every result in your business right now, both good and not so good, they're an effect of something else. So let's just say sales are stagnant. Instead of jumping into solutions, we need to ask ourselves a better question. For instance, we could ask, what could be causing our sales to stagnate? What could be causing our sales to stagnate? Yeah, that's okay. And if you were to brainstorm the answers to that questions, you might come up with a long list, and that long list might contain things like our customers aren't buying enough. We're not getting enough referrals. We've got poor lead conversion. What else? Our sales process is weak. We're not doing enough follow-up. Our repeat business isn't as strong as it could be. Or our pricing isn't aligned to the value that we provide. We're offering too many discounts. Our market positioning is unclear. Now, here's the key. All those things I've just listed there are causes, they're not symptoms. And that means if you were to jump straight into marketing, but your conversion rate is poor, what happens is you end up spending more money on the marketing, you might attract more leads, but the results don't improve. And you can often end up really frustrated because you're now working harder, you're making less profit, but nothing is changing. That's why so many business owners feel stuck, because often they're solving the wrong problem, the problem that isn't. So let me suggest some better questions for you to start considering. Let's start with, what are the possible reasons I'm noticing this symptom? What are the possible reasons I'm noticing this symptom? Then you could ask, what isn't happening that if it did happen would improve this situation? What is happening that if it stopped would improve this situation? These are powerful questions, and they're powerful because they force you to think differently. And this is where leadership comes in, because as a leader, your job is not to react, your job is to think. Itch your nose. Now, I worked with a client recently who told me they need more leads. So what we did was we dug into the numbers. And you know what we found? They had more than enough leads, but their conversion rate was really poor because there was no structure to the sales process. There was a total lack of follow-up, and there was really no consistency across the whole sales team. So the real problem wasn't leads, it was a leaky sales process. And once we fixed that, revenue increased, and it increased without the need to spend more money on marketing, which meant that the sales were more profitable. Happy days. And this is why obstacles is step 2 in the confidence system, because once you're clear on where you're going, you need to correctly identify what's actually in the way. And you need to do that not emotionally, but logically. So here's your momentum move for today. Take one problem that you have in your business right now and write that down at the top of a piece of paper. And underneath that, write, this is the symptom, not the problem. And then answer these 3 questions. What are the possible causes? What isn't happening that needs to happen? What's happening that needs to stop? And slow down and take your time with this, because clarity here can unlock everything for you. So, quick question. On a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 is crystal clear and 1 is don't ask, how clear are you on your biggest obstacle? And how clear are you on what is actually causing it? Now, you can share your answers in the comments if you're brave enough. Now, if you want help identifying where your business might be leaking time, energy, and profit right now, I've put something together called the 44 Lessons from 44 Years in Business. And if you comment lessons in the comment, I'll send it over to you. Or you can just DM me again. Now, if you want to go deeper, I also do offer a limited amount of freedom and profit roadmap sessions where we will identify your biggest obstacle, we'll pinpoint the real cause of that, and we'll map out what needs to change. What I can I'll just drop the link into the comments if you want to go book one of those. Now, sometimes when there's the obstacles in the business, we can sometimes be too close to the problem to see it clearly. I mean, what is it they say? We can't see our own bald spot. So I'll leave that bit there anyway. In the next slide, what we're going to do is we're going to move on to step 3 of the confident roadmap, which is navigation. Because once you're clear on where you want to go, and once you understand what the obstacles are, your next step then is building a plan that actually works and it removes the obstacles. So I'm going to walk you through my PACE framework, which will help you turn vision into action. It'll help you stay focused, and it'll help you build real momentum. Because for me, clarity shows you where to go, obstacles show you what's in the way, and navigation shows you how to move. Now, make sure you're following me so that you don't miss it. And also, if this has highlighted something for you and you're not 100% clear on what the real obstacle is, follow the link or just drop me a message and let's talk it through. We'll separate the symptom from the cause and we'll get you moving forward again. Okay, I'll leave it there. Until the next session, which is same time, same place on Friday, you go focus on what actually drives momentum in your business. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you on Friday.